2 jobs here. 3rd job's not done. These things are annoying. Fine. Though I do need to buy a new one. Cartridge is pretty much dead. If there's a reason I listen to this, it's because it suits what I'm playing. done, it's done, because those ships don't last long.
Yeah, exactly. So, or like I'll just join a server and there's nothing on, so I assume it's done or it's booked out.
Well, sometimes what happens is it takes about an hour or so to reset. That's the... So, if a lot of people will ask, how long's it been? Oh, it just popped in the server I'm in. But I'm in no position to go and chase it right now. I'm in a prospector on Ita.
That's fine. Have they fixed mining and all that then?
It works. I haven't had a problem with mining.
Yeah, what about the trading consoles?
Yeah, they still take a little while to frickin'... I'm gonna try one at a different location, see if... I mean, at least I can sell it, it just takes an age to do.
Yeah. You know, you see my message about my Polaris?
Yeah, you're...
$100 Polaris. Well, to be honest, I think it's probably going to be closer to 50, in all fairness, by that time. Unless they come out with some nice CCUs, but...
Yeah, just give me a sec, But, yeah, I've got quite the, I'm gonna be researching my CCUs next time as well.
Yeah,
Well, I've got stuff to make sure that we've got the basics. Because I'm gonna be I will also be acquiring an Orion. So I can guarantee the Orc's gonna have that ship available.
what's that, sir?
The Orion.
You getting one of those, eh?
Yeah, I'll be getting one of those. Crucible as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, the Crucible's there to keep the Orion and any other cap ships we have functional.
It'll do any ship.
Yeah.
Anything from your prospector down.
Yeah.
Basically from Argo Cargo all the way up to Idris, so...
Yeah. Although the Orion is my focus. You know, the Orion and other caps are my focus in terms of keeping them going.
That is true. Yeah, I mean... I'm hoping... I mean, I'm currently having a discussion in the Info Runners Discord.
Yeah.
We're kind of all just saying that we're hoping that the Pioneer comes out with a Warbond CC or a CCU at some point.
Yeah. If it did, I would be all over that thing like white on rice. I'd be collecting that thing. Too sweet.
Yeah.
Because
so that's how
it is really useful. It's just it's really expensive.
For something in one hit, yes. Maybe CCU chain things.
Yeah.
As I say, I mean, let me get my planner back up.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to my ship in the next next patch when it gets here.
C2?
Yep.
Yep. They've got to adjust trading if they want the C2 to be viable. Currently, though, I've got 4 CCUs which I'm currently not using, which I'm just holding on to just in case something pops up.
Well, one of the big ones for me is I've got my Endeavor chain to build. That one won't be too bad, though.
That's quite easy, to be fair. I mean,
Yeah.
just going off mine, if you start with what the Endeavour's 350 currently.
Yeah.
So
Well, I locked my Endeavor in at that price, so because I did purchase a just a cheap CCU to an Endeavor, so that I have one. Because I think that's going to be quite the ship as well.
Yeah, see that ship do in the way of the Caracat measurement. I think by the time that thing comes out, that's going to be closer to $600-700.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
I've got one from. I think I've got a Prospector to Endeavour, to be fair, just to lock one in, just in case.
That's why. I couldn't see the wind. I'm on Ita right now, and wind's rather unpleasant here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work here. So as I say, I've got my Polaris, which I'm slated for about 400-450. At the moment, I'm working towards a Carrack as well, but that I'm more than happy if something different comes out.
Well, I've got Carrick's something I've got as well in my CCUs that I've got to finish the chain for.
Yeah, but like at the moment, the Carrack on my chain is the last of the chain, but it's like not one, but it's.
Well, mine's a special. Mine's Carrack BIS.
That's fair. Mine is just as Carrack, but I do have a skin. So, not blood.
Well, I specifically went after the BIS.
Yeah, but I mean the skin they can't apply whenever closer to launch, so the skin is locked into my account. Whereas if till I apply that, it's not going to come out my account.
Yeah. Well, that's the same with CCU for my Carrack BIS. I wanted to make sure I had that specific model, because that one's. Although I am gonna see if I can get a Expedition model underneath that. You know, it'll still be skin, but it'll be the Expedition.
Yeah.
I just have to talk. You know, once I get it, I'm gonna nag my concierge to see if I can.
Yeah.
See if they'll give me the upgrade so that I can turn it into a Expedition model.
Yeah. Thinking probably gonna melt my current Reclaimer and try and get LTI on that as well.
Oh, the Reclaimer's gonna be bloody useful.
Yeah, I've got the IAE 120 months insurance one, but I might chain up and just see how much I can get off.
Yeah. My personal daily driver is my MSR.
I'm probably gonna get rid of mine.
Oh?
Yeah,
I absolutely
it's
love
an alright.
I love flying it. It's a great ship to fly.
It's an alright ship. I don't know, just something's not sitting right with me with it. I'm not sure whether it's the size increase or what? If that makes sense.
Well, yeah, it is a little bigger than it was originally intended.
See, I'll be fair. Like,
if it was 10 meters smaller in every dimension, it would probably be
perfect. Yeah. Like, I'm not even fussed about like its cargo carrying capacity. In all fairness, like,
it could have stuck with a 96, and you would have been.
Yeah, I would be more than happy with that. I think, yeah, I don't know.
It got too big.
I'm stuck on what to use as my daily driver, in all fairness.
Yeah, mine personally is the MSR, because that's going to be the only small thing I got. I mean, I got a C2, but I can run that as a soloist, but...
I'll be fair, I am slightly tempted to use an Aquila as a daily driver, almost.
How big was that?
Depending on what they do with the Connie series.
Yeah. Because they might do something when they're with a Taurus.
Yeah.
That one's too big.
To be honest, I still think the Cuddy Black is probably the best daily driver.
Oh, if I can sort out the couple of usability. No washroom is kind of.
Yeah, but that's Drake. Like, that's standard. But the thing is, if you think about it, a daily driver is pretty much going to be in system. You're not going to use that.
Well, depending on what
between
kind.
Systems.
Depending on what kind of daily. Are you a long haul trader, or are you? If you're an in-system guy, yeah, Cuddy Black works fine. But if you're bouncing around the system, around the verse, going between hopping systems.
If I'm bouncing around, that's me exploring for my next miner deposit. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, but you know, I'm a trader at heart. You know, I'm a trader merchant at heart. So I mean, I will be doing a lot of bouncing around, looking for the best places to sell the stuff that's coming out of the Orion.
You know what? To be fair, I do kind of see, providing the Starliner doesn't get much bigger, I think that could be quite a decent daily driver.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for me, it was just the whole image of you have your daily driver is like, I can earn credits multiple ways with that ship.
Yeah.
I can hull cargo, I can hull information. Some of the information I'll hull for the org. You know, it'll be org information that, you know, we'll be taking the information from, say, the Carrack or the Endeavor and moving it to another org ship or org personnel. I mean, yeah, I'm going to be obviously doing a lot of work on our core. You know, just being around our core, figuring out what's going on, because...
Yeah. To be fair, I think depending on what route they go down with this 400i, that might be a good contender for a daily.
Yeah.
Now I'm hoping they go like do another exploration model.
Yeah.
Because if they do, like as a direct competitor to the Aquila, because if they do, I would choose that over the Aquila. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be a good exploration ship. Anyways, I'm just gonna go quickly grab a snack, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just gonna run some washing downstairs, and I'll be back as well.
Okie dokie. And I cracked a rock, and first crack I got 2 harvestable chunks, 100% Terranite.
Very nice.
I'm up to 19 SCU of Terranite on this ship. But I was thinking, Blades, I got 2 more executive positions to fill in the org.
Yeah.
I was thinking 1 would be perfect for you.
Why, what's that?
Operations officer. You know, mining, exploring.
I'm still not sure what I'm doing with orcs yet, in all honesty.
Well, it's on the table if you want it.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, at the moment I'm in a bit of a down state with starters, and I'm waiting till the next patch, I think, before I jump back in, give myself some a bit of a break and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, from my perspective, it's getting better every patch so far.
It is. It definitely is. It's.
Well, the next operation, I'm looking forward to that one too.
Which is what, sir?
Ninetales Lockdown.
Oh yeah.
That one's gonna be interesting. Probably a lot of fun. I hope I can break this.
Yeah, I just hope with dynamic events, you know, then what's what I'm looking for there? That when the game starts getting bigger and bigger and all that.
Yeah.
Just because a dynamic event starts in one system doesn't mean
it starts. It's you want the event to be only.
Say if it's one starts in Terra, but you're in Vandal space.
Yeah.
You know, but it's only lasting for like 24 hours. Like you just hope that the game gives you enough time to get over there.
Yeah.
Or enough warning.
Well, I think there's going to be some events that are going to be well-known, scheduled stuff like, you know, Murray Cup. Stuff like that would be, months ahead of time, this event is coming up. And then there's other things that'll be, systematic, like... sorry, I'm just trying to... Trying to find a better point to put my laser. Anyways, because I see some dynamic events, like they mentioned, there's going to be some that are going to be threshold based, that are going to be triggered by just systematics, and then there's others that are going to be developer triggered.
Yeah.
I think the dev triggered ones are going to be longer than the systematic ones.
Would make sense. Because the dev ones are going to be more crafted, aren't they?
Yeah, they're going to be crafted stories versus a systematic event is just something that happens because...
You know what? I think it would be quite interesting, whether they could pull it off or not, is whether they could have some form of, like, market crash, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that would make sense. But there would have to be a systematic reason for it to happen. There would have to be an in-system reason.
Like Vandal came and they bombed Terra, for example. You know, the trade center Terra, the stock exchange, whatever. You know, that caused all prices to plummet.
Although that would probably be a good shake-up from from some people's point of view, is get the rich guys to not be so rich.
Yeah, which I don't think the game's gonna need. Eventually, I mean, you look at some clans in World of Warcraft, they can literally just buy their new members top line gear.
Yeah. I mean, that could be a thing some of the really big orgs could do, is just, you know, you want something? We can get it for you. What do you want?
I mean, the thing I do hope to be in a position in the game where, like, my friends outside of, like, this or G9, you know,
Yeah.
friends that play outside of this, if they want to ship, you know, I don't mind fronting a bit of cash for them.
Yeah. Like, I don't, like, personally, I don't actually intend to be all that wealthy. I want my org to be well off.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those CEOs that wants to line their own pockets. I want to make my org bigger,
I suppose it
stronger.
depends on how they do the org bank mechanics, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I think some part of org management should be down to the org leaders and how the org leaders plan on running things. Like, personally, I actually set up a payment structure where, say you're in operations and you're just a regular member, you get paid per operation. But if you're in the executive, that's any member of the board, be it vice president or C-level exec, you get paid at the end of the month.
Yeah.
And your pay is a percentage of the total org's income for that month.
Yeah.
That way, you know, and in order to make you know, the people in the financial side of the org, you know, along with, you know, I'll be there, of course, we'll have to make sure that, you know, nobody's doing creative accounting.
Yeah. I mean, how we, or my whole guild used to do that on Elder Scrolls.
Yeah?
I wasn't involved with it, but I just knew how it works. Basically, you'd have they had two of the guild leaders, the owner of the guild,
Yeah.
his second in command. Then there would be one person from not the level down, but the 2 or 3 levels down. Then just a regular trustworthy member.
So that you could, it's to make sure nobody's cooking the books and...
Yeah, basically.
Because I don't want
to be
anyone...
fair, it worked.
Yeah.
Even that regular member, basically what ended up happening was that regular member would be the first person to go through and check everything. And they would check everything, then it would get passed up the chain, basically. Then once the leader had checked it went back down the chain.
Yeah.
Everything was double checked.
Because, yeah, I want to make... My whole thing is I want it to be all above board, and I want, you know, the executives, the entire board, the incentive that's designed there is the whole, you know, the better we do, the better you get paid at the end of the month. But the reason why you want to make sure nobody's cooking the books is because someone could try and cook it to make it look like they're doing better than they are.
I mean, the way I've thought about doing things myself with my backup plan is basically there'll be a part, as I say, there'll be several people, different ranks, areas, checking in on things.
Yeah. to create some form of expense, because, you know, the org bot, you know, I may not get paid a lot for, in the grand scheme of things, but I'm taking a lot of risk running some of my larger ships that operating expenses.
Yeah.
Like, if I have the Orion out, that is, and say something happens to it, that's a fairly big chunk of change to get back.
That is true. I just hope that they announce what they're doing with like Orcs 2.0 soon, because it would make life easier.
Yeah, it would make life a lot easier.
Contact?
Mysterious.
Hey, Mysterious.
Like a minute.
Yo, what?
Oh,
What's going on?
Oh, he was listening to our conversation, but he only listened to the last minute of it. So he's sitting there going,
Run an Orc 2.0, that's all I heard.
Yeah, we've just been talking about like how running expenses and how to get around the age-old problem of any sort of clan type thing where there's a guild bank. How to get around people fudging the books.
creative accounting.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, that sounds like it will be a problem at some point.
Yeah, but then again, like, well, what I was saying to Shadow was in my old Elder Scrolls Online. What I wasn't a part of it, but it's how it would run. The guild owner, like his second owner command, and like then a sergeant basically, and a regular member that didn't really want to advance any higher, if that makes sense, would all check the books. Like everything would start with the lowest member. He would check everything, then he'll get passed up the line, then back down the line. So there was like a double check.
Yeah, because it's to prevent creative accounting.
Because, well, the thing I had the idea for is, like, we have a PayPal set up for the org for later use.
He has a lot of...
Everyone on the, like, all of us have access to it, and we can all see what's going on and who's doing what. So if one guy does something, someone's getting stabbed.
See, you've got to be careful when you're talking about real money.
Yeah, that's
the idea.
Like,
The idea is make it as transparent and open as possible, so everyone knows what's going on, and you can't really trick it.
yeah,
yeah.
because
But
those...
at the end
I've
of the
always-
day,
Personal experience, honest advice here, if you're dealing with like real money, be very fucking careful. 'Cause
Yeah,
well, yes.
that has been the crux of many guilds, everything failing.
Yeah.
when you start... it's the same issue you see in EVE Online, because a lot of the stuff, you know, the big ships, they're all worth real...
I mean, Luxus is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In EVE Online, you look at the ships in there, you know, the Titans, they're worth real money.
How much is a Titan worth? Like, out of pure curiosity, how much?
Because what's the conversion ISK to, it all depends on what you're talking, because there's a conversion ratio for the in-game currency.
Yep. So. Apparently, in the past, I mean, this is from 2018, so it probably has gone up. Was a Titan that reached $7,000 value.
If I just do a quick
that's
Google,
literally-
it's like $1,000 right now. And that's something you can get and permanently lose.
Yep. That's the thing. That's one of the reasons why I never got into EVE, because like you want to get any of the good shit. It is basically pay to win with Eve.
I tried it, too much salt, I just left it.
Yeah. I mean, I tried it back in, like, years ago. Before it was quite...
Also, your mic is really close to your mouth.
It always is.
Do you have a pop filter by chance? Speak for longer than like 2 seconds.
Serious as a piece of shit.
Why thank you, I know that. Now it is really quiet. Now just quiet.
No, move it away. Is that better? Test. Hello. Yay.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright.
I'll just turn you up a little bit more, cause there we go.
Yeah, fine. I'm still happy about my Polaris. Like, I keep looking at my CCU sheet and I'm like, oh, is that true?
How much did you end up paying for that thing?
So, well,
He's not got it yet.
I've not got it complete yet. I've still got a few gaps to fill. But
Okay.
as I say, I'm projecting if they get some nice Warbond CCUs out, I should get it around for 400, 450 maybe.
And what does it cost normally? Like 900? I don't know.
750.
So you're saving a metric buttload.
If I get a 400, which is my hope, it will be the same for $350 US.
Well, yeah, that's.
Well, I mean-
that's more than I've spent on this thing in total.
Well, Blades, one of the things I want to do is something similar with... I've got a Prospector now. I want to turn it into an Orion. I want to try and cheat my way up to an Orion.
Keep your way up to the Orions.
Wait.
If you get up just trying to have a quick look. I mean, a good one to pick up would be a Vanguard Hoplites, a Vanguard Warbond. That's available at the moment. Value 25, only paying 50, so saving 40%.
Well,
You people are mathing this in a way that just gives me a headache.
Oh, there's the...
well, we gotta map it, because...
Well, yes, it saves you a buttload of money.
Or you can get the Connie Andromeda, which is valued at 50.
And I have like 575 now, but I'm pretty sure
pay-
that's gonna jump up in price.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
well, you look at the size of the Orion. It's 380 meters long. She's gonna be...
I'll be honest, I think she's gonna have another size increase. I think she's gonna be 400 by the time.
And like bigger than a javelin because it's
Jabs?
gonna be a
Jab's at 500 now. I think
Oh, is it 500?
it's around there. It's bloody big.
I have an idea to measure it.
It was
One of us
490.
just stands on the nose and the other at the tail and just look at the markers.
Last I read on the metrics, it was 490. That
Yeah.
was before it. That was just after Invictus last year.
Yeah, and I think they said they did mention it expanded a little bit again.
So if you
Just
say
leave
500 to be on the safe.
Yeah.
But
Well,
you
we can always go in and find out.
True.
Or, well, I have the game files extracted here. I don't know how to check though. Because no matter which piece of software I use, I cannot open it. Like, I have the files extracted, I just don't know how to open the models.
Right, to be honest with you.
Like, I can send you the full 65 gigs of Star Citizen, all extracted and opened up. I just have no idea what to do because they're using some special snowflake file type.
Yeah.
Well, it's
So
something to be pulled apart by the engine. It's something that the engine can read that we can't.
Like, I have the... Like, you know, if you look in your source citizen folder, there's a bunch of small files and one big thing called something .p4k or .pack. That .pack file has all the assets, all the models, textures, audio files, everything. If you extract that, you get access to everything. And I know how to extract the .pack file, but the stuff inside that .pack file is some real special snowflake
Code.
BS.
Just hit up SE Leaks, they'll probably tell you.
Because there's people at SC Leaks who do this stuff too, Mysterious.
Yeah.
Man, I just want to 3D print an MSR. Like,
A modern one, because currently the only 3D print version of the MSR we have is the original concept version with the 3 engines. And like personally, if I'm gonna get a model of an MSR, I want it to be the one I actually have.
That is true. Yeah, so just a very quick one. If you want to pick up some good Warbond CCUs, the talents are pretty red at the moment, while you can get it for half price at $10. Or if you want to
I actually might consider that one, because I do own a talent.
Freelancer standards to Cuddy Red is a saving of $40.
Yeah. Well,
which is 15.
Blades. I'm going for the cheapest thing I have is 150. So I'm already at the 150 stage. So
I'm just sitting here on a dinky little fighter and a cutlass.
You might be able to, if you're willing to risk it. I doubt there'll be any left, but you might be able to find a prospect to Cutlass Blue Warbond CCU.
That kind of rhymed and I don't like it.
Because I've got the 2 I've got right now, and the thing is, I actually want to test them out before I do them as well. Because I've got a Connie Taurus in in my collection currently. I've got the Prospector, which I use all the time.
Yep.
So it's like if I actually have to get to the Orion before I'm going to actually apply them all, because...
One thing I will say is never apply the CCU change.
Pardon? Don't apply it?
Don't apply it so you want 100%.
Have the entire thing?
Yeah,
Or...
basically, I'm looking at I applied like 99% of my Nordic game.
Yeah.
With some on CCUs which have come out this past week, I couldn't save myself any more money. Because I was greedy and it was my first gen. I didn't think that far ahead, and now I'm, getting myself slightly. But at the same time, a lot of risk in life.
Yeah. And I mean, for me, it's trying to reduce the price of the $575 Orion down to more
something
manageable.
you can actually afford without a mortgage.
Yeah, because I mean, the planned fleet core, I've got part of.
So my standalone Orion, with the one I bought off Grey Market,
Yeah.
that's melt value is 300.
Ooh.
To be fair, I only paid
Is that an LTI one?
LTI, yeah.
Okay, so I just hang on to that. It's
So
either hang on or turn it into something that's...
Does Cinema 4D cost money? The program Cinema 4D, does that cost money?
I'm not
probably.
sure. Probably.
Well,
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they use 3ds Max for all their
All
models.
else fails piracy. Nope, that costs about... I'm gonna have to find my double seeing glasses because I cannot begin to comprehend the amount of BS I'm looking at.
But
$1,330 yearly. Just for Cinema 4D.
You may as well buy a Kraken at that.
so Blades, the ships that I plan on having is obviously my daily driver. It's the MSR. Orion, C2, Genesis, Merchantman, my Expedition Best in Show, Crucible, Endeavor, and Reclaimer.
Yeah, the only thing I would potentially suggest for you, maybe look at like something like the Perseus.
I kind of like it, the Perseus,
Yeah,
to be honest.
he likes
Yeah.
the Perseus, and I mean, if
Like,
I can afford it,
I'm talking about like looking at it from an org sense
Yeah.
of view.
that's what I'm looking at. You know, most of those ships, besides the MSR, are for general org usage.
Yeah.
I own them, but they're for the org.
Yeah. So the reason I say the Perseus, because of the minimal crew requirements, you can actually field that as an effective escort.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you only need someone to fly the ship,
and 2
the
gunners.
main weapons,
Four
and maybe an engineer or 2.
Yeah. So I worked it out. You would need 4 people.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you can
Got two.
play the other turrets.
You got 2 turrets. You've got the pilot, which will also function as your captain, and you've got your co-pilot, which will act as engineer and the remote gunner.
Unless you slave vote, like blade votes.
Yeah, which
Whenever that becomes a thing.
yeah, or at the very least, that the co-pilot can also potentially work as a missile operator, because
Do you think they'll let people slave turrets so that they function as pilot weapons, or do you think they're gonna be either manned or fully AI?
I think they're gonna probably do a mixture of both, depending on computer capabilities of the computers on board ships.
But another thing is, if I say let you slave the main turrets on a Perseus, you can effectively run that solo.
Oh no, they won't be able to do if they're
Yeah,
manned. If they're manned turrets, you won't be able to slave them.
And that's what I meant. If I let you slave them, then you can effectively just run the ship solo.
And that's not
So,
gonna...
I think if they would, I think they've kind of said something similar with the Tonk. Like, if they will allow that, it'll literally be a fixed forward position. So you could do it, but you'd literally be having to point your ship where you want to fire.
Yeah. Because, to be honest, having... The Perseus is supposed to be a little more on the nimble side, if I'm correct.
Yeah, so think of that as like your probably best equivalent's going to be like the Coast Guard in the US, you know, still heavily
it's a
armed
cutter.
Yeah, it's a patrol craft at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's meant to be a reactionary ship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Although
like
some
something's
people
happening,
would
send
say...
them out.
There are people out there who are gonna say, we'll just end up getting a few of those little Ares fighters, but I'm not so sure.
But the other thing is, 4 people to man a Perseus, or 4 Areses? R-I? Whatever the hell the plural of Ares is.
Ares, yeah, I think it's just Ares.
You know what I mean.
Yeah. See, that's all well and good. Which, on the one hand, yes, but the value to...
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot more expensive to have 4 Ares.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
also have a lot less range, unless they have medium fuel, like...
I don't think
actually,
I think
they'll still have less. They'll still have less range. They won't have interiors, so...
Yeah, they're starfighters. They're...
less functional range.
I mean,
and
to be fair, I will be putting an Ares, provided it will fit in the hangar of my Polaris.
Because it gives you an extra big punch.
Basically, yeah.
Question,
You keep-
Ion
give
or
me his
Inferno?
You have a what now?
Ion
Ion or
or...
Inferno?
Oh dear. That's the machine gun one, isn't it?
No,
One
I'm
is the
asking which one.
Which one would you prefer?
The
bird?
bird or the zap?
The Zap. The Zap is a sniper. The Bird is a LMG.
The
I'm
bird?
very much of the mindset of if I can shoot them before they can see me, I win.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I
like
mean-
Dektarn.
Yes, Dektarn, he's really good. He likes a Talon, and at first we thought he was a murder hobo, but he's not. What he does is he goes out and collects a crime stat. We
He
understand.
just, like, dicks around until someone shoots at him.
He just dicks around until bounty hunters come and like, oh, target over there, where the credits, and then he
The
just
mistake has been made.
then he just goes and plays with the bounty hunters.
Yeah. I mean,
He's a PvPer,
yeah. I
but
mean, you know me. I'm an industrialist.
yeah,
Like,
same. Blades.
I mean, I'd say you're
same.
more of a trader, in my opinion.
But at the same time, I'm also an industrialist because I look at, I'm looking at it for industrialist from the trader's point of view is I'm making credits to, that's why I said I'm always going to be looking around for the best place to sell my heavy goods.
This is why I call him Mr. Krabs.
Oh, we'll be out exploring and I see a rock.
Even if it's the smallest hint of profit, he will park the 890. He will get into any random fighter. He will go to a station.
And get a prospect.
Get a prospector. And then he will squeeze that prospector into the 890.
Oh yeah, done that.
Yeah, don't blame me.
I mean, it's just you have a nose for money.
See, my plan is to basically just mine everything, and then I'm just going to stockpile it until I come across a place where it will sell for a good percentage. Then I'll sell it. I don't care if that means I'm holding on to fucking iron
Well, if I
for
could
3
make
months.
Well, if I could make 3 million selling copper.
Yeah.
He had a
Yeah, but to
black
be
hole
fair-
of a Carrack.
I did some rough math. Just some rough math. The weight of copper on that carrot weighs more than the entire mass of our solar system.
He had billions in copper.
Like, it's not...
But the thing is, he couldn't sell it.
ran off of the side of the screen. Not just the terminal, my actual screen, it just ran off the side.
Why? What happened? Did it glitch out or?
Yep.
Oh, it glitched out. It started off of like 2 free SCU, then I sold Terranite, whatever, left it in the hangar, came back the next day. Okay, it's a few thousand SCU, like, whatever. Logged off, came back, did some other stuff, came back, and like, oh sweet Jesus, I don't want a Carrack. Or 12.
See, now just imagine if the weight mechanics were actually in the game.
No, that thing would not have left the... that was the thing, that would be the central point of gravity in the entire star system.
Exactly.
I know.
The sun revolves around me now.
His bugged Carrack.
Like, it would have just caused a small supernova to happen, or a black hole, or some kind of weird sci-fi terminology goes here.
But Blades, have you tried out any of the various head trackers?
Nah. Besides from using the webcam one.
Ah.
Like, I got myself a flight stick now, because my birthday's tomorrow, so I had to